You need to calm down. You need to breathe. The world is not ending. Your situation is not impossible. Your goals are not unachievable. And you, although you may not have done it yet, can become perfectly capable of achieving everything that you want, everything that you set out to do. Breathe. My God, what a year, what a century, what a day. We just got back. 3 days in Hong Kong, 10 days in China, 10 days in South Korea. And if you guys can't tell by my voice, I've been sick for like 5 days. I got the flu from the plane ride to South Korea from China. The last day, everyone in China was sick, and I was good. I was good until South Korea hit. I mean, we were out for like 2 days, and then we climbed a mountain. We hiked a mountain in South Korea. So right now it's 5 o'clock. My lungs are still a little bit effed. I've been back for 2 days trying to beat jet lag, and now I don't know what I'm going to get out of this run, but we're going to give it our all. Now, for those of you who've been following along, you know that for the time that we were in Asia, we tried to use an AI software to automatically cut our long form videos and then post them periodically every 2 hours until the 30th of November, for about 3 or 4 weeks. And from that, we were gifted one of the greatest gifts I've ever had in my entire life: 100 subscribers on YouTube. I'm happy that there's so many people that could find value in the things that I'm saying, because I'm saying this to my younger self, hoping that he would find value in the things that I'm saying. Said slightly differently, when I forget who I am, or I lose sight of my mission, or I lose confidence in myself, I can watch my own videos and I can remember it's a long journey. It's a journey. It's not something that's going to happen tomorrow. It is a process. There are going to be good days, there are going to be bad days. And today is a great day because I'm alive. You're watching this right now. So, howdy. Okay, it just hit me again. There are 100 of you that are finding value in the things that I have to say. So I know that we're going to lose some of you and we're going to gain quite a few more, but all I can hope is that at some point I said something that had some sort of value in your life. Anyway, welcome back. Okay, being abroad gives you a perspective that often escapes you when you're in the middle of your day-to-day life. You're totally consumed by what's right in front of you and your daily needs. But when you're abroad, money becomes basically monopoly money. And the things that you have to do reduce down to almost zero. So what you're left with is you with infinite money doing whatever you actually want to do. There's a clarity within that is unachievable anywhere else. And for me, when I come back to the United States, when I come back to my previous environment where I'm exposed to the previous stimuli that created the lifestyle that I used to live, I crash really, really hard because it puts me in this mentality of thinking maybe that strong person who was clear-minded and knew exactly what he wanted to do when I was abroad and right before I left was just a facade. It was an imposter. What if that's the case? What if I'm actually nothing and I'm this pretender? And that's the importance of doing this, of journaling every day, of meditating, of running. You are an accumulation of what you do. So the question is, what do you do? That's so funny. There's a fence behind me, and so the car just came in and went around to the other lot where they shouldn't be. And then they tried to go through this wired fence. And I guess they decided that the damage to their car it doesn't matter. They're just going to park and go on a hike. So good for them. Okay, let's move into the emotional analysis. You need to calm down. You need to breathe. The world is not ending. Your situation is not impossible. Your goals are not unachievable. And you, although you may not have done it yet, can become perfectly capable of achieving everything that you want, everything that you set out to do. Breathe. Upon returning from Asia, my mind was immediately attacked by financial insecurity, financial instability. I set a budget abroad and I stuck to it, but I never checked my expenses. And now, after having been back for 2 days, I still have not run a financial audit. So my mind is in retreat, it's in flight, it's encompassed and overwhelmed by fear. Fear that I don't have enough money to do the things that I want to do, fear that I'm broke, whatever it may be. And I have to remind myself, breathe. It is a calm mind that makes rational decisions. It is an uncalm mind that jumps at every possible way to soothe anxieties, and you often make poor calls. We know what we want. We know the plan. Everything is set up effectively. The purpose has not changed. The only thing that's changed is that we feel vulnerable. I've been sick, jet lagged. Now I'm back in an environment that I'm trying to grow beyond, which attacks the identity. So of course I'm in a vulnerable position. So breathe. You stick to the plan will be executed, and the end of the plan will be achieved. If the cost of your dreams was hell, would you still want it? Loneliness, hunger, fatigue, fear, doubt, being completely broke. If all of these were the cost of your dream, would you still pursue it? Is that a worthwhile expense for getting what you want? What are you willing to suffer in exchange for your dream? Said differently, if life assumes you will suffer, if you are going to suffer in life, suffering is a part of it, then you get to either choose what your suffering is, or you get to suffer at the hands of other people who have no plans for you except to use you to get what they want in their lives. So if you choose to suffer for something that you're actually dedicated to, you are choosing to live for something. The following framework is something that I like to remind myself of, that I like to use in reference to this mentality. What are you willing to suffer for? What are you willing to live for? So what if I told you that the future that you want, the life that you want, everything you could ever want, you could achieve if you did 10 sit-ups a day? 10. Would you do it? All you have to do is every single day for the rest of your life, you have to do 10 sit-ups in a day. Some of you are like, yeah, absolutely. Other people don't like being controlled or having rules that they have to follow. But what if I said it was you who is holding yourself accountable? So it's voluntary. Nobody else is holding you accountable. It's just that if you decide that your lifestyle is doing 10 sit-ups a day, you will therefore be the person who will build the life you want, no matter what it is. Now, what if I said there was some external force, which is just future you, who forces you to do the 10 sit-ups a day? Sickness, health, whatever it may be. Tiredness, exhaustion, without motivation, the moment when you forget why you were doing it in the first place and it no longer makes sense to do it at all, future you just shows up and forces you to do it. So it's still you holding yourself accountable. It's just the version of you who has everything that you ever wanted. And they come back and they ensure 100% that you become them and you achieve the life that you want. And this person changes because what you want changes. So it's not like there's anything restrictive. It's just whatever you want, truly, at the end of your life, you will achieve, and you will hold yourself accountable no matter what. So you'll basically force yourself to do it, even when you don't want to do it. You don't remember why you were doing it. Would you sign that contract? Because I would immediately be like, my future self will hold me accountable for doing the things that I need to do to become him and live his life. Absolutely. And if I ever decide that what I want changes, he changes too, and therefore what I have to do to become him changes. Yes. Yeah, dude, hold me accountable. If I have to do 10 sit-ups when I'm sick and tired and I don't want to do it, and he's going to make me do it, man. The moral of this story is you have to give your future self more strength, more respect. You have to trust them more. Because there's one person in your life who you're always going to have from the beginning until the end of your life. that is you. So you should always have your back. You should set yourself up for success. If you want to live a long and healthy life, work out and eat well. You want to give yourself a gift of health in the future? When you're 60, do you want to be decrepit and bent over and out of shape and unable to walk? Or do you want to be strong? Do you want to be able to go anywhere you want? To use the money that you just saved your whole life for? Give yourself that gift, because it's you. You're working for you. You're saving for you. Every single day, your decisions are building your future. You're laying the bricks that become your future. It's kind of sick. That means that if you want to change your future, you just change the bricks that you're laying. And if you don't like where you're at right now, also change the bricks that you're laying. Do you want to be a bodybuilder? Start working out. Do you want to be a professional swimmer? Start swimming. Do you want to be an architect? Start learning about architecture. There's never a time when it's too late. If success is the dedication toward something that you believe in, well, you succeed every time you dedicate yourself towards something. And the longer that you dedicate yourself towards something, the happier you're going to be. Because every morning you're going to wake up, you're going to think, what did I do yesterday? And you're going to have the long list of everything that you did for you. I read architecture books. I called an architect. I designed a building that I think is great. I've talked to architects. I'm learning about architecture and structural stability, and I've made architectural designs. So if I continue on this path, the bricks build into me knowing architects, me being a master of architectural design, and me having a vast knowledge of architecture. All of those things together put me in a room with architects and people who need architects, and therefore I become an architect. That's what life is. There are no rules to this game. There is, what do you want and what are you willing to do for it? And then the moment that you start doing things for it and laying bricks, you become that. You are an accumulation of the decisions that you make every single day. Like, would I consider myself a runner? No. Not at all. A hiker? Somebody who's in the forest all the time? Absolutely not. And yet, every day that I show up here, I become a person who is running every day in a forest and hiking. Therefore, at some point, if you do it and you look like it, then you are it. Because a book that has a cover about cooking and a book where the contents within are cooking is a cookbook. That's simple. I show up every morning in a forest and run, therefore I am a runner. And did this take some magical formula, and was this an impossible place to get to? No, I just decided to wake up and start running in the mornings. I also now post YouTube videos. Does that make me a YouTuber? You tell me. I edit videos every single day. Am I now a video editor? I mean, if a video editor is someone who edits videos every day, am I a reader? Well, I read every day. Am I a driver? I drive every single day. I'm a driver, yeah. All right, it's a mind-boggling, toasty 28 degrees out. 28 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know how long I'm gonna last. My lungs are effed. It is cold, it's below freezing, so let's see how far we get. It is still dark out, which I'm appreciative for, and it's now 6:30. So, as always, I wish you all abundant success in your pursuits toward your goals. I can still go about a quarter mile without stopping. My lungs definitely hurt. Let's go. Let's go. We made it all the way here. V for victory. Do I pass the check of showing up and running? Check. We have a lot of things to do, a lot of things to address. I left myself in a little bit of a predicament before I left that now we have to address, try and clean up, salvage, and make $1 million from. So today's the day. You guys know what day it is today? Today's the day that we resume the daily vlogs, and today's Sunday, so I should give an update on all the ventures. In the meantime, there's the moon and the sun right right next to each other, so close they're basically holding hands, just like you and me, holding hands in this pursuit of success and whatever that means to us. Time to reassess our financial situation, go through the Arete forms for finance, go through our balance sheet, and see where we're at. And once we identify our fixed expenses for the month, then we start by earning that, putting it aside, and then everything else is profit to get reinvested in the hot food contracting company, where we need about 80K, and we still need to explore SBA loans and getting some mentorship in government contracting for wildland fires. So enjoy life, keep pursuing everything that you want to, because eventually you're gonna get it. Let's be realistic here. See you guys on the other side.